You see that Larian denied the statue as Original Sin 3, even though the update and copyright kind of proved it's them. Well, of course, they're not going to come out and just spoil it. But yeah, I saw that here, I'll just pull it up. I saw that it's Divinity. Original Sin 3. I think that's pretty locked in. Very hype, though. That is very hype. I think some people might be disappointed because it's not FromSoft, but I think as far as like everything else could go, pretty good. That's pretty hype. A lot of fans are speculating it might not be Original Sin 3, but actually some kind of soft reboot for Divinity series, since it's just called Divinity. It's kind of semantics, though. The point is that it is a new Divinity game. But yeah, I think if it's not Divinity Original Sin 3, it is a Divinity game. I think we can safely say. A bunch of other wacky leaks have happened. Leon and Resident Evil 9 got leaked by PlayStation, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake got leaked by Peggy. They're doing a Black Flag remake? Probably like the best time for it, considering most people are pretty tired of the franchise. And a lot of people love Black Flag, so that's probably pretty smart. You see how expensive trailer slots are for the Game Awards this year? 60-second trailers cost $450K, and 3 minutes cost $1 million. What? Oh my god! Hey, good for Jeff, I guess. Wow! Hold on, I'll look that up. You said there's an article on it, going over it? Let me see. Oh yeah. It's from a Kotaku article about how some of the devs can't even afford to be part of it because it is just too expensive. Some nominated devs can't even afford to be a part of the Game Awards. The annual awards ceremony tries to celebrate game developers, hype up fans to varying degrees of success. Yeah, we already know the history there. Oh, I forgot. At the last Game Awards, they had the AI cat game, right? Which was not even a real game. The cost of putting on an award show, broadcast, cable TV, offset by the ad sales, but Game Awards are only available on streaming platforms, so Keighley sells coveted spots for reveals, trailers, previews, as well as sponsorships for specific awards. Yes, where's the numbers? Oh, here we go. Prices keep going up. According to two sources familiar with this year's show, a 60-second trailer during 2025 ceremony can cost up to $450K. A 3-minute trailer costs over $1 million. Two separate sources in the video game publishing world said that while they had not been briefed on this year's rates, these sounded in line with what they'd expect from previous years. But what about attendance? Tom Cruise gets to go to the Oscars, but he may only be allowed a single guest. Most people behind the latest mission... Yep. Oh, interesting. Awards for free, but do you know a single awards show that offers sale tickets to its potential honorees? Tickets which are pulled from the same pool as those sold to general public. According to multiple developers from both smaller indie studios and AAA monoliths who wish to remain anonymous, Game Awards only offers 2 tickets to attend the ceremony to studios that get nominated, though there was at least one instance in which a developer received more than that, and some overall confusion about which studios get preferential treatment. Kojima probably gets infinite tickets if he wants. Source told Kotaku, Sandfall, the studio behind E33, bought a swath of tickets at face value, 300 each, to ensure more of the team could attend. E30, yeah, we already know about its accolades. So they had to buy Gen Pop tickets. That is a pretty penny to have your trailer at the Game Awards. That is a lot. Do you think the Game Awards will someday reach Super Bowl level prices? They're not far off already, right? If I remember correctly, Super Bowl is $1 million. Is it $1 million per 10 seconds? No, what the fuck is it? Super Bowl. That's public knowledge. 30 seconds is 7 million. As of 2025, yeah. For a 30 second, according to Statista.com, 2025 advertisers pay an average of 7 to 8 million to air, pay an average of 8 million to air a 30-second long commercial. It gets more viewers than the Super Bowl, so I'm surprised it's not that high already. I don't know if that was a joke or not. The Game Awards pulls crazy numbers, but it's not pulling Super Bowl numbers. It hit 150 more million combined last year. No shot. The Game Awards hit 154 million combined viewers? Like, hold on. What do they use to calculate that? There's no way. I see an article from the Game Awards. TGA shatters viewership record 154 million live stream viewers. How does it calculate that? What the fuck? Well, what do you know? Maybe I've been sleeping on just how big the Game Awards is. Holy shit. Last Super Bowl was the most watched ever. It had 127 million. Huh. I had no idea it had that kind of meat. Didn't you have 100k people in stream last year for VGA? Well, for the Game Awards, TGA, yeah. But even still, that's not, like, I didn't know it was that big. You have any Hail Mary predictions for games that might get announced tomorrow? Not really. What would be a good Hail Mary? Like, I have ones that I know won't happen, like Beyond Good and Evil 2. But as for, like, realistic ones, I don't know. I don't really have any Hail Mary ones. A new Nier? That would be super hype. Also not really realistic. I guess Nier 3 is not super unrealistic. My Hail Mary is a Dino Crisis remake. Well, that's just actual insanity. I still need to play Dino Crisis. What's your bets for latest Ubisoft reveal? Well, apparently the leak suggests they're remaking Black Flag. I'm hoping we see Cory Barlog's new game. Apparently not God of War. That'd be cool. Apparently Lies of P sequel development started before Overture, so I hope the wait won't be super long. I haven't heard that, but that would be cool. I would love more Lies of P. I applied for a playtest position at Sony for the studios that make the God of War for an unnamed title. I've always heard being a playtester is the most miserable job. Godspeed to you. I did it for Spider-Man 2 and it was okay. I got a shirt. Was that your only payment? I'm sure they actually paid you, but I hear the pay's not very good for just a miserable amount of work. To the point where it just stops being fun. That's most jobs. Well, I mean, yeah, to be fair, but playtester, I remember when I was a kid, growing up, people always thought it'd be great to be a video game tester is like a really cool job to have, but the older you get and the more you hear about it, apparently it's just fucking awful. What would you work if you hadn't become a streamer? Like, what job? Well, I went to college initially for animation, was fucking terrible at that, so I would have never got a job there. I switched my major to exercise physiology, so human performance, which would have been like training, like a personal trainer or a nutritionist. So it probably would have been one of those two things. I feel like you'd be a great personal trainer? I don't think so. I don't think I would have been very good at it. Maybe I would have, though. Who knows? He's too short. Well, not because I'm short. Just don't think I would have necessarily been good at designing the programs for clients. I think I would have been pretty bad at it. I don't see how me being short would matter. Unless people would, like, say, like, I don't want to be trained by the short guy. And then that'd be rough. Yeah, it would have been tough. What was the easiest not-all-pass sponsorship deals you had come across your desk? There's been a ton. Mostly, like, really bad games I know I wouldn't have liked. I don't think there's anything, like, super wacky. At least nothing that comes to mind right away. Ever gotten any gambling sponsorships? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever been approached by, like, Roobet or anything like that to do, like, gambling. I wouldn't know, though. Those go to Matt, and I don't think Matt would even put it on my radar if they ever asked. Tell a story about the Gentleman song that lost the sponsor. I don't need to tell the whole story. I've just been blacklisted by Sony for every single Sony product ever till the end of time. All because I made a song that was too vulgar for them. Just crazy. Sony can suck my whole fucking dick for that. That is so absurd. Heard that song will be at the Game Awards. That'd be so good. That would go crazy. You heard about Peanut getting hate for winning VTuber of the Year? I have not. Like I said, I didn't watch the Streamer Awards, so I haven't seen too much from, like... Oh man, that's a big fart. Oh wow. Triple take. I haven't really seen too much from it other than like a couple of clips.